Good morning, second grade. Miss Fogelman here for your reading lesson. Let me share my screen. All righty. So today is our reading lesson. We are continuing our discussion of author's purpose. Today is November the 18th, and our learning target is, I can identify the author's main purpose of a text, including what the author wants to answer, describe, or explain. So our three options are answer, describe, or explain. Yesterday, we learned how authors can describe in a text. Remember, we talked about using adjective. The author uses adjectives that we can look for to figure out if they are describing. Today, we are going to focus on how authors explain in a text. If you can identify the main purpose, you will be able to better understand what you are reading. We all have a purpose or a reason for doing something. If I am making dinner, my purpose or reason for making dinner is so that I will not be hungry. Authors have purposes why they write a text. Author's purpose is the main reason why the author wrote the text. We can ask these questions when reading to help us. Why did the author write this? And what does the author want you to know? Okay, so let's review our three author's purposes. One is to answer a question, which we've already discussed that one. If you remember, we read a text on how to take care of your rabbit, and a question is stated at the beginning, and the answers to the question are found as you're reading. To describe, which remember I told you uses adjectives, okay, to describe whatever they're describing, whether it be how someone looks, or how someplace looks that they're visiting. They use adjectives to do that. It also tells how something or someone looks and helps you paint a picture in your mind. Okay, so adjectives are wonderful things to use in your writing. That way the reader can better create an image in their brain on how the situation or the place or the person looks. Today we're going to be talking about explaining. This tells, teaches, or gives information. It explains how something works, okay? So if someone is teaching you about the motor of a car, they're explaining to you how the motor in the car works. That would be the author's purpose. It can also explain why something happens. So for example, if I'm trying to tell you about why thunder or lightning happens, that's another thing that I am explaining. All right, so let's read this passage today. An author may write to explain something. You can ask yourself, does the author give you steps on how to do something, or did the author show you how to do something? Roosters crow for many different reasons. Roosters may crow because of a sound, like a car. They may crow because they see something, like a person walking into their coop. Roosters may crow when they are about to be fed. They can also crow as a warning to other roosters to not come close to them. Okay, so the main purpose of this is to explain to us why roosters crow. Okay, so it says here, roosters may crow because of a sound like a car. They also can crow if they see something like a person walking into their coop. Remember, a coop is where the roosters live. They also may crow if they are about to be fed. And they can also crow as a warning. So if they get frustrated with other roosters, they may crow as a warning for them to not come close. All right. Let's try this one together. When walking along outside, you may have noticed small rocks. They are formed when ice freezes in the crack of a big rock. This causes a piece of the big rock to fall off. This makes a smaller rock. Okay, so the main topic is how small rocks are formed. And the author's purpose is to explain to us how that happens. So they are telling us that they are formed when ice freezes in the crack of a bigger rock. And that ice causes the big rock to crack into smaller pieces. This makes the smaller rock. So as you can see in these pictures here, these smaller rocks are what we are talking about and how they occur. So the author is explaining to us how we get smaller rocks. All right, so we are going to be doing a quick check in Shobi today. So make sure that you are getting on and completing that assignment. Have a good day and make sure you're getting that work finished.